whatever, and start. I'll take your aggression off, get these opinions.
Yeah, but this ain't the only thing that got me tight.
Alright, let me know. Are you ready?
In 3, 2, 1.
I know you see.
Be so wonderful. I just read an article recently where she talking about she hated acting.
Who, Miranda Cosgrove?
No, Jeanette McCurdy.
Oh, right.
Sam?
Yeah.
She was like, she pretty much did. She was like, because we was poor. My parents put me in it.
Yeah. I mean, because she ain't really been in nothing. She been like, I think, like one movie since like Carly. And I don't think she was feeling all that nasty, like, pedo shit that was going on at Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that nigga with Dan Schrader.
Dan Schrader, whatever name. I watched the video about him. Yeah, I think I was telling you.
Yeah, he's a real weirdo, yo. Like,
and then they was releasing. Last month they supposed to be releasing like another thing.
Yeah, but but you see all the shit was like, yo, he always got them like doing stuff
like
stuff
with
their feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll never forget that one R. Kelly episode though. It was like one scene like her and Carly and Sam like taking a shower and like I think like one of their titties popped and I'm like, oh damn. But then after that, like they cut the whole scene.
It, right? Yeah. Right.
But I'm
I didn't miss that.
Yeah, word. The Dan Schreier, so he's like, yo, I don't know the footage myself. It's fine.
And then that nigga was like, I know you see them titties popping out on your screen. This is so wonderful.
And then she.
I'm loving the honey.
Yo, if he turned to a villain, he'd be that foot monster from the Powerpuff Girls. The niggas that would talk like, the mob accent.
No, I was from
Courage Cowley Dog.
Courage.
Yeah. Yeah, see.
Yeah, see. Next thing you gonna do what we say, dog. Or the fat lady gets it. Yeah, or the fat lady gets it. Niggas was body shaming Mario back in the day.
Word. I hate people, yo. Cause they killed so Pepe Le Pew. Cause they said he,
Pepe is a racist. I mean, or not racist.
Yeah. Cause he said he's like, fucking promote rape culture and shit. I'm just like, yeah.
But it's part of the joke, him being like,
yeah. But it's like, yo, out of every like real human being on this earth that does the shit, you go after a cartoon skunk that's like 70 years old.
Pepe Le Pew, he had to retire home. His phone started buzzing. Everybody hitting him up like, yo, you see what they say? You cancel. He had put his glasses on and shit.
Nigga said, yeah, go back to the woods. No, but they said he had like a scene in Space Jam 2 where he's gonna get like his his retribution or whatever, but because of this new cancel shit, like they just cut that whole scene entirely from the movie.
Word?
But I'm like, yo, you should put that scene in there even more. Cause that enforces the point. That's not tolerated, wouldn't you think? But I ain't gonna lie, after that, I looked up a Pepe Le Pew video. He was like trying to get at the cat.
The cat?
Yeah, the cat was like in the box. And then he pulled a gun out. And then he walked off screen, he started to bang. And then the cat came out, he started kissing her. I'm like, yo.
Oh, he act like he killed himself?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, yo, he wild.
Yeah. See, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
What Joe Budden always said? Always say, he's like, you ain't never known. I'm like, I know that trick. I like, you about to kill yourself. I thought she could call you.
Yeah. Word.
Don't do it. No.
Yeah, it's all fun and games till you run into somebody be like, I don't care. Go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that was me.
Now you stuck in the room with Marvin's room. Took to that room, man.
Yeah.
In my own phone.
Nah, I did that to a girl I used to talk to like way back. Like she called me, she was like, "Yo, like I feel like you're not into me, but I'm really into you. Like, yo, if you don't want to mess with me, I'm gonna kill myself." And I'm like, "All right, peace." Yeah. And I hung up.
Did she kill herself?
No, she called me back 2 hours later, like, "Wow, you're really an uncaring asshole." I'm like, "Oh, so you didn't do it?" You found a new lease on life. Like I was an asshole about it.
Yeah, because it's like, why you lie to that extent?
No, not even that. It's like, yo, you're not going to guilt trip me into doing some shit.
Right.
And even if I so-called wanted to stop you, by the time I get to you, you're going to be dead already. So. It's not like in the movies where this shit happen and they wait for the character to get there to start moving. Oh yeah, but we supposed to be doing AKAs. I'm your host. Yeah. What's my motherfucking name?
Are you Pepe Le Pew?
Huh? No.
You 70-year-old skunk living in the forgetting your name and shit.
Should I just vibe you, nigga? Hold on. I'm gonna try to finesse this AKA. I have to. Alright, so I'm your host, Dilbert Taicho, aka the Sage of Six Spectacles, aka Nigo Akaba, your other podcast is the third rate, aka Shook Naito, don't make me hold you by your mask and drop you off the balcony, aka in Shibuya, or near, or the other nearest taller structure, aka Susio Senpai, aka Alpha Sama, all things begin through your boy, aka Lord Toxic, the problematic king. Shout out to my nigga Pepe Le Pew. He free him till it's backwards. AKA the real minister of loneliness in Japan to help all them sad ass niggas get their shit together. Yeah, we back.
Minister of loneliness. I still gotta get used to
Yeah.
that. What's good, everybody? It's your co-host with the most, Young Finbar Calamitous, aka epitome of a real man, never showing these hoes or these games any true commitment. Gotta put my phone on silent real quick. AKA Nikamaro the Black Shikamaru, AKA the Lazy Genius, AKA the French poodle god of all my brown followers in India. Krishna, I'm here, aka Dali Akma. Let us guide you on this blissful journey of anime and manga. AKA Six Senpai, aka Young Ukitake, aka Omega Senpai, all things and stop with me. Like Jay-Z once said, I put a couple careers on hold. You could be next, kid. So don't enter the danger zone, or you gonna make that boy Jay-Z put your name in the song. So yeah, nigga, we stop shit out here. AKA, what other AKAs I got? I got too many AKAs, nigga. We turning into these. Yeah.
No. Okay, real quick though. Speaking of that, I found the I found that song that these dude, that Miro does with his the Romeo Santos one.
Oh, Romeo Santos, tu favorito, mami. That's it.
Yeah, I found the song. It's called La Diabla.
Is it from Romeo Santos?
Yeah.
AKA the original big nose, curly haired Don Dada that saved the Tontadas. It's your boy, Young Usopp.
No, you gotta change it. You gotta do it with it. You're chanting God.
It's that was some Lion King shit in the background. You hear niggas, God, Usopp. AKA, hold on.
We are the best. North, south, east to west. This you must confess. We all we ask for is your unyielding, your undying. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. We are the Ningen Bros.
AKA. Oh shit. I'm turning to Ukatake for real.
Oh man. No, you turn to Itachi. You just call from randomly.
Itachi had tuberculosis. AKA. Another nigga with an afro. The original nigga with the puffy fro that goes toe to toe with any foe. With a red string of love attached to my hose, I am young Kazuma Kuwabara. And last but not least, my favorite AKA. You already know what time it is. The pirate boss. For the war with half my head knocked off. And you know, right before I departed this earthly realm, I left my children with one truth. One piece to hold on to. One Piece wa jitsudai suru. Uh-oh. I am young Edward Newgate, aka Young Whitebeard. Welcome back.
AKA Goldilocks after his Odin flashback.
Oh yeah, I forgot my. Oh yeah, Perv Gotti, Young Roshi. You already know I save y'all pictures when I go on Facebook.
Allegedly.
Hit those three. I hit those allegedly. Hit those three little dots in the corner of the top right on Facebook. And it asks, do you want to share externally? Report. But you know I go with the top choice. Save right to phone or save to device depending on what type of phone you want. It's Young Perv Gotti in the building. Holla at me. Call nigga Young Goldilocks.
Yeah, why they call him Whitebeard when you don't got no beard?
Ain't that shit on his face of the beard, even though they're like bones?
No, that was just his mustache, right?
Oh well, yeah, he don't got a beard. He got a mustache. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are playing black. I'm about to say Blackbeard has a beard.
Does he?
He do, right?
You know, he got the peach fuzz.
I know he got puffy hair. Don't he got a beard too? Don't he got those three shits on his chin?
No, he do got a beard, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Don't he got like tied in like three shits?
Yeah. He got his shit laid at the beauty shop.
Yeah, you know Blackbeard black. Come on, it's in the name.
Yeah, he got the curls too.
That's how he set it up before he go to sleep at night. So when we wake up, nigga Blackbeard do a twist out for us, man.
Yeah. But he also got scurvy. That's why he missing teeth.
Yeah, he about to go on Facebook and shit. Dr. Sebi about to change his life. He gonna see everybody posting. Look, the cure for scurvy is vitamin C. Dr. Sebi says.
Dr. Sebi's miracle toothpaste, where it's just like slug juice and semen mixed with orange juice pulp.
Niggas would probably drink that too.
Man, niggas better not ever drink nothing that you know contains it. Yeah.
Alright, so if you were dying of AIDS and they told you, ironically, that's a cure. Was a concoction that contains semen. You not taking it?
No.
You bugging. You a bugging.
All right. The CCO be gonna be like, all right, yo, well, whose semen is it? Before I say yeah.
They gonna be like, Bill Cosby. You taking it or not?
That shit gonna knock me out for like 12 hours.
That's what they think like. Everything like that. Don't worry. When you fall asleep, that's how you know it's working.
But if you wake up with a sweater, that's just a side effect.
Yo, that's the trade-off. There's no equivalent exchange. Like you get killed at age, but you got eternal sweater tied around your body. Draped on your body. Oh man.
And then like the more serious side effect, you start talking like him.
Like Shorty Pops from Kids Next Door, number 5, remember?
I would like to talk to you.
Making a little face, making your eyes go back and forth.
Yeah. Shake your head. I would like $15 on pump 2. Alright, let's get on top. You talking about Bill Cosby, yo. Alright, so let's look at you. You want to start first? Whatever you read or whatever.
Shit, where do I begin? Where the fuck do I start? Which I catch up on solo leveling. I'm gonna say this, and I heard from Neverworld say this too a couple months ago. These Japanese niggas better be careful, cause they gonna fuck around, get overtaken by these manhwa niggas in Korea, yo. Cause these niggas be making some fire. I'm just gonna say that.
That's a fact. Nah, that's a fact. Because
they better be careful.
yeah.
And then the Chinese niggas be making some shit to it. My boy put me on. I gotta start reading it. But he was saying Chinese niggas got some shit too.
Yeah, they should call it like some shit. Hold on, I'm about to look it up real quick.
Called 5 minutes. I don't forget when I was in Roosevelt in high school. I just happened to run into all the hood niggas that day. Cause I was by the store we normally get.
It's called Donghua.
Donghua, okay. They all got some at the end. Manga, Donghua. Yeah, but they can't. It was like, yo, Kobe, you want to see something funny? And they used to call me Kobe in high school because I had the fro. I was like, what? We go into the store. They kept asking her, how long is gonna be till the food done? 5 minutes. Then 2 seconds later, how long? 5 minutes. I was like, they gonna spit y'all food. Yeah, they gonna know y'all fucking with the.
Word.
Keep asking her how long just to hear her say 5 minutes. I was like, they gonna fuck y'all up. But yeah, fucking solo leveling. Caught back up. It's been some months. It's been a real minute since I read this shit, but I ain't caught up. I'm like on chapter. I'm on chapter. Let me see. Chapter I'm on 84. And this nigga the only thing about the manhwa is trying to remember some of these niggas' names, cause it be like multi-part names.
Yeah.
It'd be like Sung Wong, Sung, yeah.
Wang Bing Chim.
Yeah, it'd be a lot sometimes.
Yeah, it's a different naming convention from like Japanese. Even that took a little bit to get used to at first.
Yeah, but I'd rather the nigga name be Watanaske and then trying to remember Shik Dong Vu Bakam Un. Like, oh, come on, you got a 4th one in there? No disrespect to my Koreans, I'm just saying it's a little harder.
We need the finest bouncing ball to help pronounce their name.
Jumping from Song Ba Dong Kim.
Jin.
Yeah.
But the villains, they have like the most simplest name.
Especially in here, cause this nigga be fighting monsters and shit. So.
Yeah.
But whatchamacallit? The main character, for those who don't know, quick backstory. In this world, it almost operates like a video game kind of. These dungeons, these gates open up, and the shit is inside of them, like minerals and shit, is like real valuable in the real world. But it's like monsters in there, ogres and all this other shit. that you gotta fight, and the shit only closes when the bosses are defeated or whatever like that. So one nigga was E rank, the bottom of the, he was known as the weakest person, the weakest damn what they call them, E rank whatever. He just had he was the weakest of the E rank, so the weak supposedly. He joined a crew that was supposed to go in and beat some normal level gate. I can't remember if it was D rank. I think it was supposed to be a D rank gate. Everybody wound up there getting slaughtered in that. He got stabbed to death, but right before he died, he seen like a video game menu in front of him, like, would you like to continue? And he put yes. So now he's just some nigga that be leveling up like a video game character, getting all these points. So recently, the part I'm on, it's finally been revealed that he went from E rank all the way to S rank. He's only Korea's 10th person to become S rank, and he's the first person in 2 years to be promoted to S rank, or to be noticed as S rank. And one of the guys he became friends with, who was rich, he used him so, because his father was like, if you could do these many quests, I'll consider giving the company over to you. So he found out how strong he really was, used him to complete like the 20 quests or whatever. And the main character was like, I can use that to get stronger, so this could be beneficial for both of us. Because one thing, he has stipulations to his powder. Like sometimes he has to do a daily trial where if he don't jog for 10 miles and do 1,000 push-ups, he'll get transported to like some desert, and he gotta run from scorpions that's like 1,000 feet tall. Yeah.
Yo, Guy and Rock Lee would love that shit.
So that ass, they would be the perfect niggas for that. So recently, some nigga popped up in America. They thought he was a monster. It was an A-rank gate. Everybody attacked him, so he was saying like, I'm not a monster. And they were like, oh no, they interrogated, United States interrogating him. He was like, look, I'm not a monster pretending to be a human. I'm a human. And he was saying, I'm from Korea. And at the whole time, they did his fingerprint, and his picture popped up because on one of the S-rank niggas from Korea actually lives in the United States. He had just came back from Korea because the main character had wound up killing his brother. Well, it wasn't him who killed the brother, but the brother tried to set the weak niggas up. They was going to ambush them, let them die in there, and then come back and collect the crystals and shit like that. But he had started leveling up, so his sense stat was telling him something is right and something ain't right. So he wound up figuring out that they were gonna try to kill him or whatever. The brother wound up getting killed. So the guy from Korea that was in the United States came all the way back home to Korea to fight the main character. But he wound up leaving because it was some shit called the Red Gate, where the shit closed off and nobody could go in. So fast forward, that nigga went back to the United States. The nigga fingerprint, he did the fingerprint that they thought it was a monster who was in a cage 10 years. He was in a gate, matter of fact. I'm like, yo, why does this nigga look like the main character? It's this nigga father. And the nigga who was interrogating him is the Korean nigga, because they was like, yo, he speak Korean. They was like, what is the chance? And we got one of the top niggas that's from Korea here. So he went to talk to him. When he did the fingerprint, he started grinning because his DNA came back as the nigga father, the nigga that killed his brother, the main character who killed his brother, or he think killed his brother. So he tried to pick a fight with the father. Now mind you, this nigga's an S-rank nigga. Father mopped the floor with this nigga. But then they was like, the United States government asked him, they was like, you really think he's really a monster? And he was like, because his video footage after the fight with you two that destroyed some of the city, he was seen showing on the news helping out like from debris and shit like that. So they go back to Korea where the main character is, and his homeboy that he helped do the 20 guilds, the 20 missions to get the guild from the father. The father was like, I heard about your friend. Like, I know what you were doing, trying to trick me. He was like, if you could get your friend to join our guild, then I'll do it. I'll let you be the guild master or whatever like that. Homie declined, and then was like, he told his father like, nah, he said he don't want to join our guild. In fact, he's starting his own guild and he want me to be vice master. And the father was like, so then you pass. He was like, all this shit is the reason why I created this guild is to set up for protection, because he was like, you already got hunters that's they got some shit that's called like nation level hunters, where they like as powerful as an entire country. They was like, niggas is already starting to treat them as kings and shit. They was like, so I wanted to protect myself by building a guild full of hunters that don't care about money and shit. They just care about justice and doing what's right. And he's like, you seem to find a trustworthy hunter, so I'll let you take over the guild. And then he was like, nah, I'm good, because I'm gonna take that position that he offered me. So the next panel, nigga ringing this homie doorbell like, yo, my father kicked me out. But his father's getting sick. He fell asleep because they showed him talking to the wife, and she was like, don't you think you're a little hard on the boy? And he was like, nah, you know, he gotta learn or whatever. He made his decision. So, but he was like, but that's funny. And she was like, what's funny? He was like, I'm starting to see two of you. Like, my vision get blurry. Then nigga fell. You wake up in the hospital, they talking about some shit called eternal slumber, where some people in the real world, aren't equipped to deal with the magic energy that comes from the gates, and the people that have magic energy now that became hunters. So it puts a spell on them pretty much that puts them in eternal sleep. And the main character, his mother, is one of those people or whatever. So he had like a secret quest where he went to like pretty much hell, and he has to climb these different levels of these towers of demons to get the last part of a potion that's supposed to be able to grant you any wish or whatever. But now, what's going on while he doing that? Before, I think somebody called the niggas in Korea and was like, yo, Japan found something washed up on the shore. They was like, we think one of the monsters got out the gate, and it's this giant ant with wings. It was like, it looked like it's mutated and it learned to fly. It was like, Lord knows what kind of damage would have done. Now one of them actually made it out. So this shit starting to turn into some Chimera ant arc from Hunter x Hunter. Shit is getting real in this shit. So I'm like, alright, this shit about to turn the fuck up. I knew it was. I'm reading it on Mega Freak.
Right.
Yeah, it's on there. I knew it was real when no judgment and I'd be stereotypical, because I was talking to one of my homeboys at the job and I was like, yo, I gotta catch up on Soul 11. Some sassy ass gay nigga I work at, he was like, then what are you doing with your life? You need to get up on it. I'm like, oh, you read something? He's like, that shit is fire. I was like, alright, I'm slacking it. Gay nigga telling me I'm slacking it. I need to get on it. So that's my little project that I've been reading on my own.
That's all you've been reading?
Fire Force.
Yeah, but ain't too much really going on right now.
Yeah, it's also getting taken back to the 8th or some shit.
Yeah, he about to get a power up.
A power up, yeah.
He gonna like burn that letter that his parents left for him to like eliminate his worldly ties or some shit.
And that's when he gets the power.
Yeah. he gotta let the path go. Realize he's not a knight.
That's like what Beerus was telling Vegeta, you gotta destroy the image of yourself that you have in your mind and recreate yourself.
Yo, that's probably what he gonna do.
Who, Arthur?
Yeah, he be like, yo, I know I'm not a knight. I'm just some regular like fucking like nigga from the 8th with a sword, and I gotta save my friends. He gonna turn normal.
He gonna turn into Natsu.
You know, he gonna turn into fucking Kenshin, nigga. It's slicing everything.
By Tosai, the man slave.
But no, by Tulsa the fire slave.
If I was a gay porn star, that would be my name. But it'd be but Tosai, the man slave.
Yeah, Cat Free gonna be that shit that remember like that boy got some meat.
That boy got some meat.
Oh shit. Alright, so like I read like a few things. Alright, I want to start with Dr. Stone because this chapter upset me.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so yeah, so they in South America and they about to like make their final stand against Dr. Zenon's right hand man Stanley and his group. So Kohaku, Tsukasa, and Hyoga, they went to go like intercept them and destroy their communications. So, you know, they fighting them off with their swords and shit.
We were just talking about Rurouni Kenshin. Wasn't the little boy that he took in? Wasn't that nigga? No. That's Inuyasha, I think.
Yeah, Inuyasha. Wait.
Inuyasha with the shorty brother who had the shard in his neck.
Yeah.
Sango. That was part of the hunters.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but yo, my nigga, this shit fucking upset me, yo. Like, I don't know what it is with all these fucking chapters lately fucking being fucking upsetting, yo. Cause
talk about chapters of Dr. Stone in general, or just you talking about anime? These like manga chapters.
Well, this and Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I just finished reading Attack on Titan, so I'm like,
nigga, this shit had me depressed when I read it. I'm like, fuck, man. Yo, that last chapter gonna be a bitch next week. I mean next month. Shit. Can't believe this shit about to end like this, yo. Like, niggas had no idea it would get like this, yo. No idea.
And the fact how they did two certain niggas at the end, I'm like, come on.
Yeah, but we gonna get to that.
We'll get to that.
Yo, them two, yo, they held it down, yo, from episode from like when they were first introduced up till now. They held it down.
And I ain't like the one that was always angry at Aaron for some reason. Now I'm like, that nigga was justified. He knew you was a bitch nigga.
Who?
I ain't gonna say who. We could get to it.
Who? Connie?
No. Not Connie. The other one.
John?
I'm saying we gonna get to it so we know what.
Alright, sorry. So back to Dr. Stone. Alright, so back to Dr. Stone. Alright, so it's Kohaku.
It's too late now, you don't spoil it.
No, because they don't know what we talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
But they know who because I said something that the last having the two niggas there I was mad about, so they know something will happen.
Alright, but that's okay. Alright, so Dr. Stone, Kohaku, Hyoga, and Tsukasa is like intercepted Stanley's group with their swords, and they group got guns, so they gotta be extra careful. And Kohaku's like, normally when she fights, her back feels like cold, but her back feels warm now because she feels comfortable and like safe knowing that she has Hyoga and Tsukasa, the two strongest people.
Oh, she about to get a tingly feeling. She about to do the legendary transformation, nigga. Alright,
so the leader of the group that they intercepted, Tsukasa like snuffed the shit out of her. Like he tanked all her attacks and like snuffed her in like one hit, and that was it. But then some dude who was hiding in the bush like shot him, and I'm just like, yo, Tsukasa get the shit under this thing every time. Like, they just revived this nigga. He got like some life-threatening injury again. So then
they gotta find a way to nerf niggas.
Yeah. So then another nigga, that nigga Stanley, he about to like put holes in fucking Kohaku, but then Hyoga jumped in the way and took the shots for her. And then she's like all fucked up, but she kept strong and like did what she had to do to destroy the transmitter, but then she got shot too. So then at the end of the chapter, Tsukasa's like, bleeding out. He's like, alright, they finished the job. Like, he expected no less from them. And he's like, so Hyoga's met his end, And then Kohaku and I don't have long either, but hopefully Senku can like resurrect the dead, possibly, like if he can get here. But he has faith in him, so now we gotta see if all three of them gonna be dead forever or not. Maybe Hyoga, but I don't know. Since Tsukasa said that he's already met his end, so. But the fucked up part is that they didn't even show fucking Kohaku. They just showed like the tip of her hair, so it's like she probably got like fucked up bad on some Tsunade shit. And then that's how the chapter ended. Tsukasa was looking at the stars and shit, just like wondering if shit gonna be alright.
That sound like some hopeless ass nigga.
I mean, no, cause like yo, niggas got shot up, yo.
Niggas get shot every day, B.
Nah, not in the stone world, they like, yo, this is a bullet. The niggas can't even go to the hospital.
Sound like J. Cole, niggas said, not in the stone world. Jermaine Stone. Just J. Cole in the future. They got petrified. He got one of them cracks on this forehead.
Alright, what's next? Black Clover. You read that?
I did read Black Clover. Starting off with showing the training with the niggas in Elysia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the Dryad was training them.
Mm-hmm. She was talking about how she could somewhat read see the future, so she knew something bad was gonna happen, so she knew they was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
like she taught them that true magic, which is like
true magic,
like an upgrade of the that rune magic that they got taught by the Heart Kingdom.
Yeah, and the fan translation was a little wonky. I should have read the official shit, but basically they were saying like something about, you know, normally only blessed elves could use the true magic, but he said, but like the humans evolved and adapted to use magic in a way that they could actually use magic that's not theirs, like not in their body or whatever, so they could use more magic than they actually have within them.
And yeah, like because that rune magic that they got taught, that it allows them to actually use like the mana that's in nature, like how the elves do.
Yeah. So they was like, being that y'all know how to do that, then y'all can learn true magic shit.
Yeah.
So they show up on the battlefield in the Spade Kingdom.
Like blast off these big ass like energy attacks.
Yeah, they all do their true magic form shit spell, and they get rid of all these lower class demons, but they also made sure that they didn't attack anybody on their side, so they was somehow was able to blast at these fucking demons, but also make sure that the magic didn't hurt any allies and friends and shit like that. So they were saying like how impressive that of a feat that is.
Yeah.
And then
after they like destroyed all the low rank devils, the mid rank devils popped up.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that nigga
Lux.
Yeah. His fucking transformation, like he was like, good, and now I have somebody like I can play with. Nigga transform to like a fucking the lightning demon cat.
Word.
And they couldn't keep up with him, and he was just blasting they shit. He did some shit where he like jumped forward. It was just like a ball of energy, a lightning, and I think he was just blasting these niggas away.
Yeah, and then fucking they looking at the castle, and Luck looked at it. He's like, you're inside. There's somebody they can't afford to mess with. And then it cuts to those two demons that Noct was fighting, and he's like all impaled and shit.
Impaled? Nah, they ain't talking about Noct on a verge of death.
Yeah,
sound like Doc Rivers.
Yeah, them two demons gave him the business. Yeah.
So that's how the chapter ends.
Jujutsu Kaisen, you read that one?
Jujutsu Kaisen. I actually have to read two because I didn't read the one from last week. I was behind, but yeah, I read both of them.
Alright. So fucking in this chapter, Yuta just keeps attacking Itadori with his sword, and then Yuji comes up with a strategy to like try to like destroy it. So like he hopped in the car and found a knife to like defend with. So then he tried to imbue the knife with like curse energy to like break his sword, but Yuta just kicked that nigga away.
Yeah, he was saying like you too focused on my katana, like
Yeah, he
trying
just
to block
kicked him.
that shit. He kicked that nigga in the side and made that nigga fly.
Yeah, then Yuji's like, yo, just a regular kick is just like mad strong.
Yeah, he was saying how physically he's not strong, but he has.
Because his curse energy makes up for it.
Yeah, it was just the chapter when he said comparatively to who he has more curse power, curse energy than.
Yeah.
Or was that the previous chapter? It was this chapter.
I think it was like the previous one.
When he said that he has more curse than Gojo.
Yeah, he has more curse energy than Gojo, but the caveat to it is because like Gojo has like the infinity shit and then the eyes.
He barely uses any of his energy.
Yeah, like any curse energy he uses just gets replenished immediately. Like he has like it seems like he has an infinite amount, but it's just because like his technique.
Yeah, so it's just like.
Well, I mean, still in the way he says he has like a limitless amount of like curse energy at his disposal, but his max is probably not as high as Yuta's.
Yeah, I mean, but when it's limitless, that's kind of like the Android debate, because it's like if you got limitless ki,
you should be able
what's to stop you?
Stronger.
Yeah, what's to stop you from like making the craziest blast ever? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they was at a certain strength level still, and then even years later,
but my thing
17 got stronger.
Like I was saying before, like Yuta's case, his curse energy is because of that Rika, his childhood friend who died. You know that shit. I explained before.
Yeah, I mean, no, his shit makes sense, but I'm saying with like somebody like Gojo or talking about like the androids from Dragon Ball or whatever, it's just like, okay, if it's infinite, what's to stop it from being continuously like growing continuously strong?
I mean, I guess you have to like train yourself to be able to actually do that. Because I guess like I kind of think about like how Gohan was as a kid. Like he had like they knew he had like this massive power, but it's just him accessing it. He had to like train to like be able to like bring it out. So I guess it's kind of the same thing.
So you gotta train to get the curse energy out, to be able to use a certain level of curse energy.
Yeah.
You gotta train yourself to get up to that point. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Like Itadori, like he didn't have curse energy at first, but until he swallowed Sukuna's finger, so then Gojo trained him, and then he developed it, and then Nanami trained him, and then Todo trained him. He became a fucking beast.
Oh yeah, I was watching some of the episodes earlier too, trying to catch up.
And like watching some of the episodes, you can kind of see why the Attack on Titan fans was mad, but I get it.
Yeah, I get it now. Especially when that nigga was looking like they said Kendall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken up there. But they fighting in the city. Cause first, Itadori threw a car at that nigga. that nigga threw a car back at him with curse energy.
Yeah.
Like, get this shit out my way, nigga.
Yeah,
and he was like,
what happened?
I was about to say, that's when he was saying, like, yeah, physically, he's not really much.
But curse energy makes up for it.
Yeah. But even he was surprised in the last chapter when Itadori took off.
Yeah, because he didn't know how his physical, like, abilities was.
Yeah, he was like, I ain't thinking, like, he ain't expect Itadori to be that fast.
But like, but again, like his current energy helped him keep up. So it's kind of like they're like how Itadori said, like they're complete opposites.
Opposites attract like magnets. Whatever JC said. I forgot what song that was.
Yeah. So then, fast forward to Itadori focusing on his katana, he kicked him away, Itadori picked up the knife again, but then Yuta like fucking sliced through the sword and sliced him. But then as he did that, Itadori like broke his sword by kicking it down into the ground.
Yeah, he like kicked it, like it went down, and then he stepped on the sword or whatever,
to break
and
it.
like to snap it, yeah. And then he Yuta just goes, "Oh, he broke it. Oh well." Like he didn't really care.
But then as soon as Itadori tried to rush that nigga, like Rika grabbed him. He's like, "Yo, what's going on here?" And like he was shook.
He was like, I can't let go. And I can't let go. Well, let go, and we couldn't move.
And I can't let go.
So he goes,
Rika, we're just playing.
Yeah, he was.
Because my nigga, like, if he would have said, "Nah, that's my enemy," she would have snapped his fucking neck immediately.
Yeah, he goes, "I'm sorry, Itadori." And Sukuna, they just go inside to the realm where Sukuna is, and then he goes, like, he gets that shock, he's like, huh? And then he smiles. I think he's purposely about to pull out Sukuna. Because I don't think he's saying, I'm sorry because I'm about to kill you. I think he's saying, I'm sorry because I'm about to bring Sukuna out so I can kill him, so I can fuck him up. For what he did to my friend.
No. I think he wants to kill him, but I think he's saying sorry because he knows deep down that Itadori got nothing to do with it. But
yeah, I'm saying the same thing basically. But how they made it seem, just like when Sukuna grinned, it seemed like after he said sorry and then it goes right to Sukuna, it seemed like, and he's like, oh, like this nigga want to play with me. It was either that or I thought Sukuna sensed his cursed energy because of that record chick, and you saying that how she's like some red cursed spirit or some shit like that.
I think it's a combination of all of that. Like,
so Sukuna be like, oh, I could use that to my benefit or some shit like that.
Yeah, like he might take interest into Yuta now, like how he got an interest in Megumi.
And Megumi, yeah, with the shadows.
Which is like that's the wildest part about this whole entire thing. Like he cares nothing for Itadori. Like he cares nothing for him.
And I think that interest is coming from that shadows and when he did that summoning shit. So I think that's why he was like, well, why didn't you? Remember, it was a chapter
Mahogoro thing that he used in like the Shibuya arc at the end.
Yeah, because remember, Sukuna was like back then. Why didn't you? And then he just stopped.
Like, why don't you just run away and like
whatever. and then he ain't finished what he's about to say, and then I was like, what the fuck?
But like I rewatched like the first few episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, the part where Sukuna took Itadori's heart out and they died, but then they was in the world. Like Itadori fucked up because that first proposition that Sukuna had was kind of more Itadori's favor.
What was the first proposition?
Well, he was like, yo, Sukuna was just like, yo, when I say enchant, I can take over your body for 1 minute. But then Itadori was like, nah, cause what if you like run wild? And then he was like, all right, so during that minute, I won't harm anybody you care about. And then Itadori still.
Itadori shit could have been like, it's like, on his Naruto Hokage shit. Everybody's my family. I care about everybody. So this Sukuna wouldn't be harm anybody, but it's problem solved.
But then fast forward to when he fought Jogo for the second time in the city. That whole shit took place in the span of a minute, yo. He killed the girls, he killed Gojo, and did all that shit fighting the shit that fucking Megumi summoned. Unless, because Itadori lost, he made his own conditions. Because Sukuna's second condition was the more important one. He was like, yeah, when you revive, you're not going to remember this.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's just like, why would you need him to not remember? Unless you were doing something like sneaky. But now,
I remember some kind of pact that they were.
Yeah, they did a pact.
Before he must have said something before that they agreed to, and then he was like, I bet. And then he just sliced that nigga head though.
Yeah. But then fast forward back to the manga though. Choso, he's fighting the Zenny nigga. He's like, the Zenny nigga.
And remember, I was talking last week, and they was that I don't know if I said it last week on here, but they were saying how that technique, the blood manipulation, is a family trait. And that's why in this chapter he goes, "Why?" Well, maybe the last chapter he was like, "Why do you know that technique?" Or whatever. Like that's something from I think either the Kamo family or the Zenin family.
I think Kamo could Nori
What's it called?
Noritoshi, the dude that Megumi fought, could use it.
Which one was that?
The nigga who had his eyes closed.
The eyes closed nigga, right? Yeah. And he's not blind. He just closes his.
Yeah.
Why he do that?
I don't know. Cause when he was fighting, he do like the blood thing, like his eyes open. So.
Yeah, that's because I was like, he definitely opened his eyes a couple times. But yeah, so he's from one of the 3 great families, the Kamo. Yeah, so he was saying, why do you have that? And then
But then he said, but it doesn't matter because like
it doesn't matter.
But
yeah,
that requires him to concentrate.
Yeah, he was like, you got to do something else to tap into that power. You just doing that one thing and you're not going to be able to hurt me just doing that one form of the blood manipulation or whatever like that. But then at the end of that chapter, he goes, what's we call it? He was like, nah, seriously, who are you? Like the Zenin nigga, the youngest son from the head of the Zenin.
Yo, but didn't he turn that nigga into a picture like the other Zenin nigga who fought?
He did, yeah. I forgot about that. So you did. He definitely did. I said, wait a minute, this nigga knows that technique, that frame shit.
Yeah.
Cause he definitely stopped him, and you seen the square. He was smiling and he punched the nigga, and I was like, time out. That's what the old nigga did.
Yeah.
So yup, he definitely did. But even he was like, yo, you're tough, and he was like, seriously, who are you? And then he just says,
I'm the oldest of 10 siblings.
First it was 9, but now with Itadori, that's why it's 10. Going over like that.
I don't know what it is with like Itadori and people wanting him to be like their friend and like family member after fighting.
Somebody was saying that they think that's his domain expansion shit.
Itadori?
Creating false memories in people.
Interesting.
Because you see at the point that
he's like his domain is like Tsukishima's ability from Bleach.
Kinda.
Okay.
Like he make people on the side, and they were saying that they think, you know how Rika is what's it called? He cursed Rika.
Yeah.
They think that the grandfather cursed him, so they think the grandfather cursed him to make friends like he told him to before he.
Oh. Okay. That makes sense.
So I was like, alright. This is shit that really like making me start liking series when they be having the theories in them.
Mm-hmm. No, but that makes sense.
Yeah, it do make sense. Makes hella sense.
Yeah.
But they also think that Itadori might be, because what I've been thinking, and I think people are starting to say it more often on the internet too. I think Sukuna looks like how he look like. That's not just because Itadori is his host. I think that's how Sukuna looks. I mean, he has a more grotesque demon form, but remember he was a human at one point. Mm-hmm. So I think more people are starting to think that that Itadori is actually like the descendant of Sukuna, which is why he makes such a perfect vessel for the nigga and shit like that. He got superhuman strength and all this crazy shit. But then, remember I was saying the other week too, when Choso was like, yo, think about it. And he's like, recollect, remember your father had stitches on his forehead, didn't he? And Itadori just looked there shocked because he said, I vaguely remember my father. I don't remember meeting my mother. I don't remember. So he has a memory of his father. But if that's his father, then that means that would be the ancient Kamo nigga.
Yeah.
That's taking over.
Because Sukuna don't have fucking like stitches on his head.
Stitches on his head, nah. And they were saying that that's the reason why they think this might be what it is. Choso's mother might have been damn, what was it? Because the Kamo nigga took her in, but she might have been, the mother might have been either Kamo or Zenin, which is why I was like, nigga was like, why you know that technique or whatever. But, and they were saying that they think the demon that she bore, a cursed spirit that she bore children to, they thinking it was Sukuna. And they're saying that the Kamo nigga, when he took her in, he took each fetus out. 9 times she got pregnant, and 9 times they took the fetuses out, and they made them cursed fetuses shits or whatever like that. He embedded his energy into the fetus, so it was like the mother had a baby by a cursed spirit, but the Kamo nigga somehow imbued his like essence into them too, or some shit like that. So they were saying when you look at Choso and them, and when they power up into their forms, they all have markings that resemble a second face. Like Choso gets the outline or something, and something that's behind. I think they were saying the blood shit or something looks like a face, and then they were saying the brother that he ain't show nobody back looks like a face, and then the other brother, they were saying the markings appear all in different places on their bodies, but it looks like a second face. And they were saying who has a second face. Even when you just look at the tattoo markers on his face, they were saying Sukuna, and they was like, and in the mythology, Sukuna has 2 faces. So they saying they think that they father the one.
Well, you think that's what Itadori got the eyes, the multiple eyes on his face?
Well, that's what they were saying. That's why Sukuna got those markings and shit. Yeah. And then when his true form in mythology, he has 2 faces. He has extra arms and shit like that. So they were saying each of those 3 cursed wombs, those brother Choso and his brothers, every time they transform or something pops up on their body that resembles a second face. So they think that's why Choso feels a connection to him, because one, the grandfather put like either some kind of curse, but he was saying his domain makes people that have a connection to him like be able to like have a connection to another level. So they were saying like Choso is able to tell that Itadori is also kind of like their brother, because he's Sukuna's vessel and Sukuna is actually their father or some shit like that. It's mad shit, but I was like, okay,
they gotta explain it because you only got 2 years left. So
I don't know if you could just say that or not. I could see it ending though soon, like not that long, cause like Matt, the shit that just jumped off and then it just took off running, and then like, but it's too many. It's mad like shit like they introducing now with all this like mysterious who your father's shit is. This shit is just like, oh, how you know that technique and what family you from? You don't remember your father, and your father was an assassin and shit. It's just like mad. And now they tying in just familiar ties and these family ties and shit like that. I'm like, it seemed like that he trying to expand the story, but I'm like, I don't do something whack. But that shit.
What else?
That's good.
My Hero. Talk about that. So, I mean, so pretty much not much happened. Midori just found out that people who have one for all like have short lifespans because they already had existing quirks and they cause like some shit with their body, but it don't work the same for quirkless people.
So which is why All Might was able to have it for 40 years, because it was 2. Mm-hmm. So it ain't have an effect on his body. And then he was just basically talking to all the inheritors of One for All, and first they told the story of the nigga who died at age 40, and he was like, well, you know what I died from? And he was like,
old age.
Yeah, and he was like, old age, and he was like, how? You was 40 or whatever, and he was like, yeah, but it sped up my life. And they was like, well, he was the only person that he had to compare to himself at the time. He was like, there was nobody else that compared to him. So he came to a certain conclusion. And they were saying that they thought the power for one for all was what allowed like the remnants of the previous possessors to reside in the quirk. But they were saying they was wrong. I forgot how they were trying to say it. They were saying that All Might was the only one to actually leave a piece of himself in there, like I guess because he didn't have a quirk.
Right.
He was the one to actually put his essence into the quirk, and they were saying like
they use like a metaphor, like it was like filling up a cup that already full was given to someone with a quirk, but a quirkless person is like filling a cup that's empty, so there's more room for it to develop and grow.
Yeah, and they were saying that they somehow the way that they able to communicate and they have the remnants of their consciousness works with the quirk. It was different than what they thought, and it was like the only person that actually left his essence behind was that actually like pretty much put a pieces of himself into the quirk was All Might or whatever like that. So this nigga Deku asleep. All Might talking about, I can tell he talking to, yeah, it's faint, but I can feel it or whatever. You know, some Phil Collins shit.
Right.
And then
and the dude who died at 40, he was like he was saying he tried to like build up the power. He like evaded All for One for like 18 years.
Yeah, he's like I knew I couldn't beat him, but I tried to like build my strength up.
Yeah, and then he was like in his like final years, he developed those cracks on his face.
Looking like Dr. Stone characters.
Word. And he was like, he said he died at old age because he used multiple quirks, like shorten his lifespan.
Oh yeah, that was the purpose of the shit. They were saying more than likely that he'll person to have one for all because there's not many quirkless people out there anymore, and they was like the ones that's left, they doubt that you'll run into them anywhere. Like they probably in a whole nother country, in a whole nother continent somewhere. So they was like, you probably gonna be the last person that had one for all.
Yeah.
And then All Might's teacher at the end was like, all right, fuck all that. He was like, can you kill Shigaraki? Would you be able to? And then the chapter went off.
Next chapter, you gotta start crying. Like, why would you want me to kill you?
Alright, you know, like I came to my own conclusion that he needs to be saved too. Like,
that's a hero, dude. He goes the All Might shit. A hero save people with a smile.
Yeah,
like, nigga, you not the ice cream man.
I'm like Midoriya. It was like the nigga who let the world go to ruins could save a villain who was on crack. It was like, what's wrong with this nigga? That nigga Midoriya. That's a fucking screw up, trying to save niggas and dying in the process. If he die, I swear, I'm done with this nigga.
For real.
That was pretty much it. Ain't not really else happened in the chapter.
Yeah, so let's get to One Piece. So pretty much like all hell's breaking loose, and all the people gotta turn to the ice demon. They gotta keep moving and keeping their body warm if they're gonna revert back. And then Hyogoro, you know, the tiny samurai dude who told Luffy Rio. I guess his experience being the ice demon like awakened his inner power. He looked like the way he used to look in the past.
Was some oddly shaped, proportioned big nigga.
Right. You just describe like half of One Piece.
Exactly. He like Luffy got stuck in between like gear third and fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Hyogoro was like, yo, before I turn back to an ice demon, I'm gonna try to kill as many people as possible. But when I start to turn back, kill me. So then at the end of the chapter, like he's like sitting down and they about to like cut his head off. But
Yeah.
I have a feeling about what's about to happen next.
Tony Chopper going to send a dart with the antidote on that nigga there. Like, wait.
He be like, wait. He put the nigga from
I found the cure.
with that nigga from that court game, the Ace Attorney. He's like, objection! Don't kill that man.
Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. Fucking Chopper. I was thinking, I was like, how convenient would it be for Chopper to finish the potion right then and there? Because Marco was fucking holding off King and Queen. Or whatever, but he even said, like, it's card.
Yeah.
Holding off two niggas with bounties.
It looked like he's doing it effortlessly. I think he's holding back low key.
Yeah, he looked like he's doing it with. Now, King of Lightning said something I didn't notice that I didn't pay attention to, but he was saying when King, this is the first time we seen him use a sword, and then somebody was like, the wing that he cut, the blue flame came out, but he said the wing actually didn't regenerate.
Oh, so maybe like a hockey sword or some shit.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he taking more damage than what we thinking.
Yeah.
Because it was like the flame wing came out, the blue wing, but they was like the actual the feather wing actually didn't grow back yet or whatever. So, but he is making it like he got an easy time fighting these.
Right.
But Queen keeps saying like, all right, now you get him on the turn up. So we'll see.
Okay, so now we can get to the meat and potatoes. Okay, Attack on Titan. Cause man,
no, I just read it. I try to read it in such a rush. Fucking
I mean, so we can just summarize. You gotta go through like, all the panels.
Yeah.
So
how did shit start again? I forgot.
They thought shit was sweet, but then the Titan started moving again, and then there's an explosion, and then it was just Eren's Titan body.
And that fucking primordial spawn shit that been here since the beginning of the time.
He was trying to make his way to Eren again.
They're trying to make it so they was trying to make sure
that didn't get to him.
Or whatever.
And then like there was like this gas or whatever that was turning people into Titans.
Well, before that, Annie and them was reuniting with their family.
Annie seen her pops, Peak seen her family, seen her pops.
And Annie was about to give her pops a hug right before it happened. Yeah. She didn't even get to touch the nigga. So, yeah, so everybody was like seeing their family. They was like, oh, you saved us. And
then they turned around, but they didn't show that, yo, that's the same thing happened in the Rocket Core Village.
Yeah, and then he was like, we gotta get the fuck up out of here.
And what's that? Levi was like, yo, it don't work on Ackermans and Titan Shifters, so let's go.
Let's go, yeah.
So then Connie and John left behind like, he's like, well, we had a good ride, my friend.
Yeah, that was like, so this is how it ends for us.
Yeah, that shit fucked me up.
It was like but on the translation, right? They said they're leaving the rest of us. I'm like, how they leaving it to y'all? I'm like, are y'all not gonna transform and y'all gonna have to fight them off? I'm like, wait a minute, no. And then, cause Reiner is trying to fight
the Titans.
That he trying to fight the Titans, but he trying to fight
the spinal cord thing.
That spinal shit and destroy it. And I'm like, oh, well, how you gonna destroy it? And the explosion didn't even destroy it. And they're like, fuck it, we're gonna have to do it some way. Then fucking they from Levi and them flying in the air. Mikasa start getting headaches.
Yeah, she's had like a flashback.
Yeah, because at first it started with her saying like, no, that can't be true, right? And she was like, the last thing I heard, and then she went back to until it shows her memories, and Eren was like, I always hated you. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
So then she goes into this flash. It wasn't even flashback. It looked like some, I don't know if Eren was talking to her and they was trying to make some memory up or whatever, or wishing things would have went different, where she was saying that basically they ran away. And they saying it had been 2 years. Oh no, 2 months. Oh, they say how many time had passed since Marley attacked. I guess like Paradise Island. He was like, Armin is probably looking for us. They just so basically it's just another world where the Marlians attacked them, but her and Eren ran away. And he was like, let's just live out my last 4 years together in peace or whatever, like you wanted it or whatever. And then she snapped back to reality, went back to what the present was or whatever. And Armin got up, he fighting Eren in his new funny looking Titan form or whatever. And whatchamacallit? And then in her memories, she was like, Eren was telling her like, but do me a favor, after my 4 years up and I die, just get rid of the scarf and forget about me or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, no. And back in the real world, she
Yeah.
tied the scarf around her neck and face.
Yeah, she ready to get ready for business.
And she was like, she stood up and then she told Levi and them like, I'm gonna help y'all kill Eren or whatever.
Yeah,
he was like, she's in the mouth.
Yeah, so Levi like did the thunder spear and like broke his teeth. Then Mikasa, she flew in there and like seen Eren. He looked at her like all depressed and shit.
It was just his head on the pond.
Yeah.
Inside the mouth.
Yeah, then it cut back to like another flashback of him sleeping. Then she's like, see you soon, Eren. She's like holding his head.
Yeah, while he was asleep, and then when they went back to the real world,
she had his head cut off. She was
kissing him. And he was kissing him. That's some weird gothic shit.
And then Ymir's like behind him smiling.
Smiling, yeah.
But don't she look like the girl that Sasha saved? The one that helped Gabby and Falco when they was like on the run.
When Gabby and Falco
we like pretended like they was like lying about their names.
And then the family took.
Yeah, then she started telling them how she knew that they were Marleans and like how come her mom had to get eaten by a Titan and all that.
Yeah.
Don't she look like her? The same girl?
I forgot. I don't be paying attention to these character designs. Because sometimes they just be giving people like this bland ass look. Yeah, it's like a bland ass.
I mean, but it's not egregious like Tokyo Ghoul though.
It's not Tokyo Ghoul, but
the Tokyo Ghoul, you have to like actually look niggas like, who's this?
Because you need niggas before didn't even look like how the first part. I'm like that's one nigga Amon. Like, Amon. That was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, like Amon had the Gohan cut before, but then he had like fucking droopy spiky hair like everybody else.
Yeah, nigga had the fist of the North Star nigga here. Yeah, it's like, what's going on?
Yeah. But yeah, this fucking Attack on Titan chapter fucking depressing.
Yeah, it is.
I just hope somehow that John and Connie
get to turn back. Yeah, I was like, I'm like, all right, let them kill Eren and then that shit get
like,
the transmission return.
Fuck Gabby too. Like, fuck her. I don't care about her.
Oh yeah, she turned him one too, right?
Yeah, I was like, yes.
Yeah, because Reiner was looking around like he was saying everybody's name, you know, Mikasa, Annie, and they show Connie, Jean, John. Them niggas turned in. Connie look like before that Raizo nigga Yu Yu Hakusho revealed himself. He had he was that little nigga.
No, Connie like a dehydrated Russell Simmons.
so he look like Russie, the nephew with the dry mouth.
Yeah, I watching on the channel All Dev Digital on YouTube. They got this show called like Roast Me, and this is before the scandal and all that when Russell Simmons was still part of it because he owned it.
Yeah,
and he was on one of the episodes. And one of the dudes on there was like told Russell Simmons he looked like a hairless condor.
Russell look crazy.
You watch any anime though?
Just Jujutsi Kaisen. Jujutsi Kaisen.
Right. The most recent episode, or?
Nah, but you know, I know what happened, so it's not like spoiling anything.
Yeah, so we really gotta talk about that shit. So, I watched the new Boruto episode, and I watched Black Clover.
I heard the Boruto shit was ill with fighting Hao, I think.
Good God, no. Yeah, that was stupid. But no, now it was Kawaki for Garo, the dude with the metal arms with the laser beam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yo. So first, the animation and art style for the fight was so fucking fire, my nigga. Like this shit, it's like they drew like how it looked like in the manga,
But they actually put detail into it.
Yeah, like yo, like everything was on point, like the movement, the fluidity, everything. Like,
When in the manga, when they actually made them look
like
similar to the to what Naruto characters were before they turned Sasuke into Professor Snape.
It's just like I'm like I gotta go back and read. Like yo, I don't remember fucking Kawaki destroying that nigga like that.
I don't remember that either. I thought he was giving him a little hard time. No.
No. Well, Kawaki was weak until he used karma. That he like blasted that nigga. But what I like that at the end part where he blasted Garo and then like half his body was off and there was blood on the floor. They actually showed that in the anime. And I was surprised.
I guess Boruto will come on at a certain time slot. That ain't for the kids.
I guess so.
But now it is near. Yeah, so I gotta watch that because I saw Finette World made a video about that shit. Cause I remember he was doing the Finette News, I think, or something. He was like, "Yo, this they put a screenshot image for the next episode, and they was like, if this is what it looked like based on the detail they put into Kawaki, because they showed the picture of Kawaki, and it was like this shit about to look crazy." So yeah, I definitely need to watch that.
Yeah, Kawaki got the royal animation treatment for this fucking episode.
And then you said we watched Black Clover too.
Yeah, and they at the part where they're fighting Dante. Yo, son, I would just say just watch that part. 166 and 167.
Oh, you're talking about when Yami and Asta was fighting Dante?
Yeah, well, just even when Yami was fighting him by himself, the animation was like fire. And then at the end, remember, Yami was like, "Asta, I need your help," and then Asta was so moved because he never called him by his name before. And even though like his bones and shit was like broken or some shit, he couldn't move, but he got up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is what happened. Yeah, that's what happened in 166. In 167, like they beat Dante and like again, the animation was on point. I'm just like, niggas gonna be mad when this shit is over, cause they put the whole budget into this fight, yo.
Oh, time out. I just heard somebody say something about I think I was watching Joe Rogan podcast. And they were talking about. They was like, they was talking about. Oh no, I was watching some shit from last year with Macaulay Culkin, or 2 years ago, and he was saying that the film had got shelved because them lawsuits about. But what he said, he was like, Macaulay Culkin said it was a movie where him and Johnny Depp and Forrest Whitaker about the Notorious B.I.G.'s death, and I'm like Biggie Smalls, and now it's finally coming out this month. They saying that it's based on Johnny Depp playing a real cop from the LAPD, and Forrest Whitaker is playing a detective. I mean, not a detective, a journalist, and the two linked up together. And they were saying how, like, for 20 years, like it seemed like it was a secret division of the Los Angeles Department that was trying to keep both Biggie and Tupac murders and who did it secret. So the movie is finally coming out. I want to see this shit. Cause I'm like, when a nigga said it, I'm like, what the fuck is Macaulay Culkin talking about? This nigga been left at home alone a little too long or whatever like that. And he was like, I'm like, first of all, I was like, Johnny Depp before is Whitaker.
Yeah, that's a crazy buddy cop movie.
Yeah, word, but it's some serious shit because this picture of Johnny Depp looks serious shit. But anyway,
imagine he got the Jack Sparrow accent.
Trying to solve crimes and shit. That nigga Macaulay Culkin was like, he seen some shit on Twitter. It was like breaking news after doing all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Johnny Depp is set to become 90% scarves. like this nigga, once he start doing a movie, he start getting all eccentric and wearing all these ascots like he Fred from Scooby Doo and shit. So they're gonna be at the end of the shit, they're gonna be 90% scarf when he finish. This nigga head. But I'm like, it don't matter how big you get, cause they try to they labeled him like a woman beater or something like that. And he tried to sue the press, I think over in UK or whatever, but they found they found that they went to the what they say. I don't know what she was the defendant or whatever, but they leaned on the side of the of the girl, saying that based on the evidence, she could call that nigga of a woman beater, and it's not that, because I think he tried to sue for defamation and slander. So
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Well, no, it already happened. So they've saying like Johnny Depp kind of like not really being ostracized because he kind of staying away himself. But yeah, like they ain't trying to fuck with him because they saying they shelved him because they took him out the movie from the Harry Potter sequel shit that was supposed to be with
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, I'm like, you know that nigga would have killed.
No, but then they took Amber Heard over Aquaman too. So.
And why did they do that?
No, because she's the one who's abusing him. Because he lost his role because she was abusing. Yeah, because she was. Because he lost his role, like he's like the Pirates of the Caribbean shit. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. The Fantastic Beasts shit. He lost all that shit because she came out and was like he was abusing her, but then the truth came out that she was abusing him, but that's what happened to her. But he still lost all his roles. Yeah,
and the defamation shit. Like I said, they said that she was in her right to call him a woman beater or some shit like that. Like
even though she who chopped part of his fingers.
That's right, she did. Yo, dealing with them young bitches. I'm telling you, see, that's what Johnny get. Trying to fuck with them young hoes. Fucking nigga. That's fucking crazy. Fucking but going from one abusive nigga to the next. I think it's time to bring up my topic.
Wait, hold on. Let me just finish this one last anime topic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry, so then I watched the most recent episode of that time I was reincarnated as a slime. And it's still dealing with the aftermath of like the army attacking their village and shit. So he's having like a meeting with all his like peoples and shit. He's like, yo, how are we gonna deal with like, with the humans after this? And he explained to them how he used to be human. Like he got killed and got revived. Because in this world, they people from from the regular world in Japan and all that shit, when they get killed and they get brought to this world that they're in now, they call them otherworlders. So he's like, yeah, I'm an otherworlder just like them. So does that make you feel any different about me? They're just like, nah. And he was like, Rimuru, he was like taking responsibility. He's like, yo, this is my fault. But then they always like, nah, this is my fault. But then he goes into like, the approaching army that's supposed to like finish him off in 3 days. That's approaching. And he's just like, yeah, there's 20,000 soldiers, and he's about to kill 10,000 of them so he can be a demon lord and revive all the people that got killed while he was gone. Which is some crazy ass shit.
Hold on, yeah. Hold on, real quick. Mom showing me some pictures. My aunt sent them. Yeah.
Alright, so Rimuru, he just like about like he's gonna deal with like the barrier that's like around their town and shit that the army set up, and he's gonna personally like destroy like 10,000 soldiers by himself. And these next few episodes are gonna be fucking insane, my nigga, because like I read the manga for this part. Like he remember in Fairy Tail when Jalal he did that chariot shit, the 7-star shit, so like the light it blasted down.
I don't remember nothing from Fairy Tail.
Oh shit. Alright,
been that long.
Alright, so pretty much Rimuru does some Kizaru shit. He had like these light laser beams that automatically trap people, and he like decimated this whole fucking 10,000 strong army in like a few minutes. And there was like some niggas hiding in some tents, and like one of the strongest niggas, he's like, yo, I'm gonna go out there and stop him. As soon as that nigga went out there, like he got headshotted, it was like that nigga was dead on the floor, yo. But like the thing is, like this was kind of like revenge, but something he needed to do anyway, because what he's trying to do is the requirement to become a demon lord, you need the souls of 10,000 humans at minimum. So if he does so he's gonna kill the 10,000 of them to become a demon lord, so he can revive all the people who was like murdered in his town. And the only reason he can revive them is because the two barriers that was like cast is keeping the souls of everyone who died inside. But like the percentage rate to revive everybody is only 3%. So
you only get to revive 3% of the people.
Well, no, the probability of him reviving everybody is only 3%. But you know, it's an anime and he's the main character, so you know they always beat the odds.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But like once he becomes a demon lord, though, he's gonna like get these. So many people call primordial demons, demons, which are like these are like super fucking strong. And then when he becomes
ancient demons that been there since the dawn of time.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, but then like when he becomes a demon lord, as a result of him becoming a demon lord, all his abilities get amplified, and everybody, in this world, like monsters have no names, but if you name a monster, they become part of like your lineage or some shit. So all the monsters that's part of his lineage, which is pretty much everybody in the town, gets a power boost and new skills. So everybody about to be OP as fuck even more. But yeah, that's what's about to happen. This is only the first half of season 2, so shit about to get crazy next season. Well, when the second half comes out. So with that being said, now we can transition into like our topic of the day.
Feature presentation. That's a little star come on the screen. So y'all know here at Ningen, bro, even though we haven't really done an in-depth one
theory in like a while.
Yeah, we were saying like our zany theories about maybe like a real life parallel to an anime character, who these characters really are in real life.
Like I was saying earlier, like Flock from Attack on Titan is like Carl Weezer.
Weezer.
If he got buff and got LASIK.
LASIK surgery. But this is a comparison that's a little out there. But when I break it down to y'all gonna be like, it's irrefutable evidence.
Y'all gonna peep the science.
So let me take y'all back to 1993 when a record label called Bad Boy Records was created by who you kids know as P. Diddy now. Back then was Puff Daddy, Sean Puff Daddy Combs, and one of his premier acts on the R&B side was a man in the later years when Carl Thomas came up. Was he around for the Biggie shit, or he was after Biggie? He might have been after Biggie.
I think like a little bit after.
After, yeah. But R&B sensation for the mid to late 90s known as Carl Thomas.
AKA the fruit bat with an S curl.
He looked like Dave Chappelle, Jared Finley, and another basketball player fused together.
Sean Marion.
He looked like somebody. He just got a weird face. Yeah, with an S curl. My mom talking about bitch thought that shit was real back in the day. Like, she was like, I don't know what's wrong with them. Like, that is not his hair.
Yo, real quick, I just found out, the Netflix account we have for the house, we got the premium shit, the 4K shit. That shit is $18, yo.
Yeah, it's all they because you know they've been going up.
They've been raising the price of $2 every year. They think they're slick.
That shit gonna be cable prices soon, nigga.
It is cable price. If you have all those cable services, like you got all them shits, you pretty much have a cable box.
Yeah.
Like,
so was it? Was there really a point in going cordless and trying to get rid of cable?
For convenience.
But is it convenient sometimes? I don't know.
I mean, because
sometimes shit be wrong with the internet connection, but the cable be fine. Now you can't watch the cable.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like it's convenience. All you literally need is a internet connection and a TV. You don't need a box.
Or maybe a Fire Stick, maybe or some shit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I got the Chromecast too, so I can do the Chromecast or the smart TV shit. But anyway, back to what you were saying about Carl Thomas.
Oh yeah, so I was doing the science, I was doing the math. Y'all gotta follow me here, and I came to the conclusion that character that's in the spotlight for My Hero Academia is none other than Carl Thomas himself. And the way I got to this point, I was like, I'm talking about Dobby, the one and only Dobby, aka
Dobby
Toya.
Thomas.
Toya Todoroki. Fucking son of Endeavor. Eldest son, right?
Yeah.
Eldest child? No. Daughter, one of the daughters.
No. Toya was the first one.
He was the firstborn.
Firstborn, yeah.
Eldest child, eldest son, obviously. So I'm thinking, as a therapist, if he could ask Dobby like his feelings about his family, what would his responses be? And every response I thought of was a Carl Thomas lyric. Now I'm gonna break down the lyrics. I'm gonna play the lyrics, but then I'm gonna break it down because they might get copyright strike, even though it's not really too long. But some of them is like 15 seconds of this nigga singing. So
now I don't know. We might get copyright strike because the episode 60 I uploaded to YouTube. That shit got copyright strike in fucking 10 seconds, yo.
See, like that's crazy.
I haven't bothered re-uploading that shit. I'm like, fuck it.
Cause what happened to the fair you shit? You gotta put that shit in the thing and all that shit.
Even when we was talking over it, that's the crazy part.
Oh, they took it off.
Yeah, there's like, yo. I don't know. YouTube is weird now.
They just be trying to get caught up.
For real.
And then remember the shit they were saying like last year, saying that they could discontinue your channel if like you ain't got like a certain amount of subscribers or activity on your page.
Yeah.
They could get rid of your account. So I'm like, how the fuck?
Oh yeah, let me be a broke ass nigga in peace.
Yeah, word.
My channel don't exist to make you money.
Oh yeah, but then they saying, so why you existing? That's what basically YouTube is saying. Like, why the fuck you alive?
Pretty much.
But yeah, going back to Dobby.
Oh yeah, real quick, yeah, I signed up for Modern War Nego new giveaway for a PS5.
I did the Xbox shit. I did like one thing, and that was.
Yeah, I got one. I did all the shits, and because I had Amazon Prime, I got the Amazon gaming shit for free, so that gave me like 100 extra fucking entries. So altogether, I got 129 entries. So.
I got Prime. I know that.
But naturally, I'm a cancel these shits. I ain't trying to pay to be a subscriber. I don't be on Twitch like that. I would be home like that, so it would be a waste. But yeah, Dobby and Carl Thomas again.
Yeah. So, backstory for young Toya Todoroki, aka Dobby. Endeavor realized that he couldn't surpass All Might. I don't know if he realized he couldn't, or he just had a better chance of making a kid that.
Now he realized he couldn't, so he tried to breed his kids like racehorses.
Yeah. So the only thing was Dobby didn't have the body to handle the heat. So his flames was hotter than his father. So he had the potential to be to generate stronger firepower.
But like on paper, like his flames are stronger than Endeavor's, but his body just can't.
Because he had his genetically, his body was like his
mom.
That was adapted to using cold and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he kept hurting himself.
He was melting himself. He was ice cream cone.
So they had basically Endeavor had to force him to stop. But at a certain point, he told Endeavor, this is when we knew Dobby went crazy and became Dobby. Like, you made me this way. Like I can't. I don't know any other way to live. So basically, he was saying, you made me this way, and now I can't let go. so basically, this whole part.
Yeah, it's cutting in and out.
It's cutting in and out. So basically, he said, I've tried it again. Remember, he kept trying to train to impress his father to surpass All Might like he genetically bred him to do. But now this is the end, because he told them, you're not suited. You can't do it. My hopes for you, I can't let you keep doing this because you're hurting yourself. Your body is not sustainable. So he said, what's the use of holding on? If it can't be fit. And then he said, I don't know what else to do. You made me this way. So he said, now I'm emotional.
That nigga was singing.
And I can't let go.
That nigga was singing I Wish when Endeavor told him to stop. And I wish you'd never birth.
Hold on. Hold on. Because then it's like, this where the abusive part of Endeavor came in. Because it's just like, you really, like you said, you raised me to be this way, and then you took it away. Like it's like almost like you taunted me just to cause me this pain. So basically, he was saying, yes.
Oh, it's cutting out again.
Oh, why was it cutting out? I got the perfect shit. So what he said was, you seem to hurt me purposely. Like you did this to purposely hurt me. Like I did all this for you, and then you tell me I can't do this anymore. But I ain't finished. I still. So if the therapist was to ask Dobby, what happened on that day, the accident that we still don't know too much about. Like, if he was to explain, like what he went through, this is what he would say. Hopefully, this shit don't cut out.
It's kind of coming here.
He said it hurts so bad for sure. When he got on point. With another parallel to Carl Thomas. Caught on fire, it hurts so bad for sure. And then I know y'all thinking like, alright, that's gotta be the only parallel, but wait! There's more. I got one more. Now, if I was a therapist and I was to ask, now what role do you think your mother played in all this? From the same song I just played. You remember this part, but hold on. I'm gonna turn it down so it don't fucking crack as much.
We can be a family.
But the most important,
For the children. But what about me?
And I wish I never met. Is that not Davi's life?
It is. It is. Davi's Carl Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Confirmed.
I Photoshop that nigga with an S-curl for 98. That's why he caught on fire like Michael Jackson.
You got to make the clothes all white.
Yeah, like the video.
Yeah.
Oh man. She chose to stay at home. So they could be a family for the children. But what about me? And a fucking hate endeavor.
Even though I love you,
even though he's a #1 hero,
but you weren't there for me. Yo,
I told you, nigga, Dobby is Carl Thomas, man.
yo. I didn't peep the signs before, but now I do.
It hurts so bad. Nigga said, for sure. Who talks like that?
Oh,
Nigga.
shit.
Nigga got burnt on a mountain. They hurt him on purpose in his eyes. And he couldn't let go of the dreams that and hopes that his father instilled in him. He drove him crazy. So he was so emotional to the point that he tried to stab his newborn baby brother because he knew he was the chosen one.
Word.
I'm emotional and he can't let go.
Oh, shit.
So I will be accepting my Nobel Peace Prize for this scientific breakdown of Dobby.
No. We gotta segment this part as an NFT.
Oh, yeah, I gotta watch the pod because I fell asleep and woke up and they had some nigga explaining something. Like, who the
The nigga like the guy from that shuffle every day I'm shuffling. Like the nigga with the afro with the glasses on that group.
what was it?
LMFAO.
FAO, yeah, there you go.
Party rockers in the
In the house tonight.
Yo, everybody loved that shit for like 5 months.
They were. Every day I'm shuffling. They ain't had to make no other song after that.
Nah, I don't think they did. No, I think they made one, but it wasn't the same.
It wasn't a hit, yeah, but they ain't need to make another song.
Right.
That shit made them all the money in the world. So they could be a family. Children.
Alright, let's switch gears to like our next topics.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, so real quick, Miami Heat center and FaZe Clan member Myers Leonard apparently hates being sniped in Call of Duty Warzone so much that he referred to a long-range online opponent as a kike bitch.
Wait, whoa.
Yes, he used the anti-Semitic slur.
Yeah, what?
Live on stream. Myers Leonard is the same person on the 6th, the same day as the Capitol riot. Everybody was kneeling, and he stood up. He's like, "I stand for this, I stand for that." So it's kind of on brand for him.
Yeah, cause I remember I'm like he was in, cause he was on the Trailblazers, wasn't he?
Yeah, 2012 the article says.
He got traded, right?
Yeah. He wasn't there yet. During his time in the NBA, Leonard drew criticism for another racially insensitive action. He was the only player to remain standing during an August 2020 game against the Nuggets, while both teams knelt in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement. He said his decision came out of respect for the military and his brother was a Marine. Blah blah blah. But yeah, like yo, but come on, you know you an NBA player, a professional NBA player. You know you live on stream. You know you shouldn't have said that.
He was showing his face like he was streaming like with a camera. Oh, people just know that it's him.
People just know that it's him. Hold on, I'm about to play audio from the clip. I don't know if you can hear it.
I just dropped it on my head. That didn't even go to. Let's go, big fucking cowards. Don't fucking.
Nah, I can't hear it, but.
Hear on mine.
Bitch. I just dropped it on my head. That didn't even go to fucking.
Oh yeah, he was on camera.
This nigga is tweaking.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so this next topic. Now for our second feature topic for the episode.
Our feature presentation.
Virgin incels are upset because Lola Bunny is quote unquote not as sexy as she was in the first Space Jam movie.
Nah, I'll admit that.
No, they sexualized in the first one. Like she had like the
No, I wasn't even gonna say that. I when I was about to say that, I was getting ready to say that when I started my sentence by saying, "I'll admit," but that's not what I was getting at. I didn't look at the story, but once you told me about it, I think that same day I watched a YouTube video.
People talking
watching the YouTube video, and he was watching this guy watching King of Lightning, Jujutsi Kaisen, and he brought up somebody said something in the chat during the video, and then they started talking about Lola Bunny. So I was like, yo, yeah, I'm like, this is like really a thing, apparently. Now they did sexualize Lola. Kinda. I mean, she was supposed to be Bugs Bunny love interest though. Like, she was supposed to be like a almost like a bunny version of like fucking what's shorty that had?
Oh, Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit and like Marilyn Monroe kinda ish, iconic vibes kinda. She's supposed to had that allure to her. They gave us some sex appeal, whatever. But it was fucking.
All right, yo. I'm about to share a screen of like a Twitter post from some dude. All right. Yeah, before I show you, it says they took away Lola Bunny's tits for the Space Jam sequel, and I'm so furious. I just punched a hole in the wall.
All right, go ahead. I'm on the thing. You're supposed to ask me if you want to share, right? Yeah, stream.
You see or you need zoom in?
Yeah, so you had a bit.
That's better.
Like, yeah, I mean, you can see from my vision, you can see like the little. It's like two little humps.
Yeah, like this, on the left side, yeah, like they definitely sexualized the first one. Right? But you could tell they tried to make it more for kids in this one, so they wanted to.
Yeah, she looked tomboyish and
yeah, like she's like a regular, like a rabbit with clothes on.
Yeah, so in the first Space Jam, they gave her like a small waist, but she had like
hourglass body.
Yeah, they gave her an hourglass body, yeah, like small waist, but she got a little bit of hips.
But I'm just like, yo. Y'all grown ass man lusting over a children's cartoon character.
Cartoon rabbit.
Yeah, like yo, like get your shit together, yo. And then hold on, there's another dude. I'm sorry, but you see the shit, right? Hey, like this her redesign. Like her redesign is not bad.
Nah.
There's all these thirsty fucking.
I'm about to say, who that nigga at the bottom?
It's like a link to another article. But what you call it? I was listening to some other podcast like on Sunday, and they was talking about this, and they brought some dude on to talk, and what you call it? And dude was like, yeah. In the first movie, Lola Bunny was a 10 out of 10. Now she's like a dyke, and I'm like, yo, why?
You know what's funny was when you first heard the picture, I was about to say she look like 95% of the WNBA now. She look
hold
good.
on. This part of the article, my nigga. This part of the article. Can you read this?
Yeah. So most of it.
There's also influx of incredibly explicit Lola Bunny art on Twitter and other social media platforms like.
Luke Wink.
Lola
Come
Bunny.
on. What's this nigga name is Luke Winky. He's a nigga making the pictures. He talking about he reported. He beating his Winky off to the shit.
Alright, like, yo, why are grown men making a subreddit for adult Lola Bunny drawings? Like, what is wrong with these niggas, yo?
It's just it's Looney Tunes hentai. That's all it is. But at least hentai be like real girl. But they do have space aliens in there, which gives a. But to me, it's nothing new. Cause I mean, I went ahead niggas jokingly saying like, "Buddy was bad in Space Jam" or whatever like that. But not to the point where niggas is bad, like outright.
Like these niggas is down bad for real, yo.
What they do to my beautiful? I'm about to say she's not a bovine. I'm about to say queen, my beautiful, whatever shit you want to call.
Carrot eating queen.
Queen, yeah.
Like I saw Mississippi Queen, but it's Carrot Queen.
Well, you think it's just, yeah, she look a little dykish. That did pipe in my head. Shout out to the dykes.
All y'all fucking grown men losers who lust over a fucking fake rabbit.
She look like a tomboy, just like a little tomboy.
But I'm saying all y'all niggas who lust over a fucking rabbit, y'all need mental help for real. Like, it's not that deep. It's a kids movie. Oh yeah, and another nigga on the podcast, he was like, yeah, you know, when men go see kids movies, we need fan service. And I'm like, yo, why are you going to a kids movie to get fan service? Yo, niggas, stay home and beat this some porn, yo.
But that is one thing about cartoons
that they do sexualize like female characters, but like
no, not just that, but they put shit in there that kids wouldn't get.
Yeah, but adults do.
Like the shit I always talk about, Cow and Chicken. They had a gang of female motorcycles.
Yeah, called the carpet
women. They was breaking into people's home and chewing on their carpet. So they was lesbians talking about big carpet munchers, saying that they was eating vagina. What kid is gonna get that joke?
Nobody, no kid.
Yeah, so they do put shit in there for adult fan service. Like it do be shit.
That's a fact.
That shit is wild. I'll never forget the carpet. They eating carpet. It's breaking in that people's house. Like they
literally eat the carpet, but adults know what that really means.
How did that get on TV?
Some people will say because society is not as sensitive as society is sensitive now, but it wasn't as sensitive back in the day.
Which is most certainly true.
Yeah, it's very true.
That shit is still funny. Like it's just still wild. Like, there was a couple other shit too. There was something else from Cow and Chicken. There was a couple.
And Powerpuff Girls when they brought their friend over, and then Professor was explaining to the girl how he made them, and then the girl said to him, "Oh, my mom said I was a mistake too." And the professor made a face.
And then Dexter's lab.
Where she bent over her it said dad's trophy.
Dad's trophy on her ass, yep. Cause Dexter moms is thick. Niggas always say that. They gave her the mean small waist and the fucking crazy curve.
Nah, Dexter's dad was like the only skinny Samoan in life because like he was too like tan to be like a white man.
Yo, he think he wasn't white. Dexter was white as shit though. I mean, but he took after the mother, so.
Yeah.
But Dee had the yellow hair.
Yeah, but the dad, he was like complexion of a basketball nigga.
That nigga like that was your old swag, glasses, tie. That's the Dilbert starter pack, nigga.
All right, let's go to the next topic. Let's go to the next topic. All right, so Crystal Dynamics, the creators of the Marvel's Avengers game, they're making it harder to level up. Probably around the time when like the PS5 and Series X version of the game comes out.
What's the reasoning behind that? Why is something going to be different in the next gen version?
Well, they got a backlash from like the fans and shit. Well, from all 15 people who still play this game. But yeah, they were saying because players can level like 2 or 3 times and like per mission, so that like and like the max level is 50. So they wanted to make it more like a little bit harder to get to the max level. Like at first they said they're gonna have design so you level up faster in the beginning, but like the more you try to get closer to like 50, like the harder it's gonna be to level up. But like people are speculating that the real reason is because there's no content for the game. Because like people remember about a month or two ago, we talked about this shit and there was like 95% of the player base stopped playing this shit.
Yeah, nobody was really playing the game anymore.
And then like for the PS4 version, they said there was like they announced that Spider-Man was gonna be an exclusive character, and Spider-Man is still not in the game yet for the PlayStation version now, at least. And it's like
so they trying to make it harder so people log, so they got more playing time on the game.
Yeah, so they said according to the developer, the revamped system will add 3 to 5 hours of game time to reach the maximum level.
But that's kind of almost like a false.
Like they're making it hard to level up just to like pad the game so you don't.
So you can play. Have to play it longer.
So like they like to encourage people to keep playing because no one's really playing this shit right now. But still,
it almost come off as like a for them though, like.
But the problem is like the new people who might get it for like the PS5, Xbox who haven't played it before. It's like you're penalizing them for like buying the game late by making it so it takes longer to level up. Which, you should have did this shit from the beginning. It would never been a problem. Or actually put out consistent content to make people actually want to keep playing this fucking trash. Because
but it's like you're not adding nothing to the game though. You just making it harder.
You're making it harder, like to.
I gotta earn more. So I just gotta fight more people. So it's just like you still. It's like a lie.
like they artificially padding the game by making it harder to like level up. So
just to say, there's more people playing on here now for longer.
To make people like, all right, no, I want to get to the max level. I'm gonna keep playing it, but it's like
but the nigga still might get to a point like, all right,
fuck
shit,
this
nothing's
game,
going on.
Yeah, exactly.
I need that funk flex drop. You lie. Y'all niggas worked. He lied.
All right. Wait, do you have any more topics? I got one more like surprise topic, kinda.
Nah, go ahead.
All right, so Microsoft completed their deal with they met all the requirements with like Europe and all that shit. So they officially acquired Bethesda and ZeniMax Media. So they own all Bethesda like properties now.
And are they going to be in charge of making new Bethesda? Or is it even going to be Bethesda if they continue?
Well, no. Well, they own the studio Bethesda, but according to the article, like a few games that's out, Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo is still going to come to PS5, like PlayStation and all that. But like,
I heard about.
Like they said, future games is going to be exclusive on Xbox and PC. But I'm like, this is a good move for Xbox because they didn't really have no games anyway. You know, Bethesda puts out like Bethesda puts out low quality to like decent quality games. That's on brand for Xbox. Fallout, alright, I'm saying here, Fallout's trash. Elder Scrolls is cool. Doom is good, and that's it. Oh yeah, and Wolfenstein is good. Not that New Blood shit, but yeah.
I'm about to say yeah.
And then on the bright side, if you have a PC, you don't need an Xbox, and you still get all the benefits. And then you can get Xbox Game Pass for like $1. You know when the games come out, they're gonna like put it on there day one. So you don't really have to fucking pay money for these games. Cause like my Xbox Game Pass just ended. I had 3 months for $1. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait until they give me another 3 months for $1 deal. Cause that's what they do on PC anyway. And it's so crazy because you can play all the Xbox games on PC, and then you don't have to pay to play online. But the same games on Xbox, you gotta pay online to play, which is hilarious. But like, I'm curious to see like in the future, like how this is gonna work out.
Yeah, because they're not gonna make no money. Like,
No. They're gonna make money, but like the future game that's gonna come out, the game that people actually want to play on PlayStation that can't play, like what are they gonna do? They're probably gonna build PCs. Because I do want to play that game Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. I do want to play those.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how much of a game you.
Yeah. Like Bethesda games are mostly trash. like all right, I'm gonna say it, like Bethesda is a Bethesda are like snake oil salesmen of the video game world. Like they put games out, but then they rely on modders to like fix the problems in their games because the engine is so fucking outdated. And the mod actually make the game fucking playable and more enjoyable. And it's like your fans shouldn't be fixing your game for you. But then as a matter of fact, that's what Cyberpunk fucked up at. They should have did the same shit for their game. Like the modders would have fixed all that shit.
What? They would have had that shit running smooth.
Word. But now, speaking of Cyberpunk, they shit all fucked up over there because like Cyberpunk still not fixed it. You know it's supposed to be fixed by now.
I was thinking about running it up this morning.
Like that February patch, I think got delayed because of that hacking bullshit.
No, still in the
They put on the dark web and all that shit.
Who you think bought it? You think they bought it? Even though they said they was on their Hillary Clinton, we don't go.
I don't know.
I think they still bought it and got their shit back.
Probably.
Somebody definitely bought it.
Mm-hmm.
They took it off. When they had it listed.
Because the article came out and said that it was sold, but I don't think this. Hold on, let me see what they said.
Ooh, the glamorous. Ooh, the outside. Oh, you wish. Glamorous.
Yeah, the article from the February 12th said that the Cyberpunk and Witcher 3 source code was sold at a dark web auction.
I heard it got sold, yeah.
Yeah, the quoted buy figure was like $7 million apparently for the whole thing.
Niggas was sitting in there.
Well, that was the opening bid, so who knows what the ending.
Niggas was in on wherever they at in Europe. on the computer screen looking like Dr. Evil with their pinky in that mouth. Like,
niggas would just like Geralt from Witcher 3. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take this fucking sword and not know what to do with it.
Nigga said $1 bajillion for the source code. Niggas Dr. Evil on.
Yeah, and the article said the bot also have access to like the documents, like the HR shit and all that, the legal HR business or other sensitive files and shit.
Yeah, but CD Projekt Red or whatever was saying that they ain't really have
nothing on there, but they probably just saying that in public, so you know.
Yeah, because niggas probably freaking out.
Because the last thing that they need is more bad press. Oh, you compromise customer data and all that.
And they own data. They probably just said it because they want to look stupid. Oh shit, man, we got all our business credit cards on. What the fuck was that?
Oh, that was a fucking Instagram video.
It's only Elmo like.
Yeah, some lady dog jumped out the car while he was driving.
Oh shit! She was going fast, or was
nah, she was like cruising, but like it was like a little dog and it like jumped out the window.
And just jumped out. Oh, he could have fell underneath though. At the tire. Sometimes animals be dumb as shit, boy. Oh, maybe he's trying to get away. What's she been doing to that dog?
Right. That dog knew where home was, and it wasn't there in the car.
Niggas listening to Luther the night before. House not a.
On that note, we can get the fuck out of here. There's nothing else to talk about. Oh, well, real quick. Well, what games are you playing?
What's the last thing I played? What the fuck? Oh god, what was I? Oh, my fucking Borderlands 3. Really, last thing I played.
Yeah, we playing Borderlands.
I still be playing a little bit of Kakarot, but it's been like a couple weeks since then. But yeah, really, I've just been playing Borderlands 3 as of now. Hey, before we get out of here, I guess we could talk about that little Dragon Ball Battle Hour shit or whatever.
Well, hold on real quick. I'm about to Okay, real quick before you got it, I just remember one more thing. So, Death Battle, they did a fight between Yoda and Mickey from fucking Kingdom Hearts.
I'm about to say Final Fantasy. I always get ready. So I always be getting ready to say Final Fantasy when I be meaning to say Kingdom Hearts. But don't they share a universe?
Yeah, they do.
Alright, that's wild. I know I'm gonna be bugging. I'm like, every time I'm getting ready, I'm thinking of Kingdom Hearts. I say fucking Final Fantasy. Alright, so in this fight between Mickey,
Mickey Mouse ended up winning, even though technically Yoda should have won. What do I know?
So,
but it was a cool fight though.
so I am well versed in the Mickey verse as far as Kingdom Hearts. So I don't know everything his little key swords and shit could do. So
and nothing that should be able to like affect the Jedi.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, is it?
Tell you that much. Like that shit, like that fight was kind of like some bullshit. It was, like I said, it was a good fight, but realistically,
The Mickey should have lost. Should have got that L.
yeah. But what do I know?
Power of the
But-
mouse.
But what I
Like the
think,
white man told me years ago.
I think that was like retribution for what you call it, for when Kakashi when we lost to Obi-Wan Kenobi in the last time Star Wars person was in the death battle.
What not? Obi-Wan apparently is fucking Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Hey kids.
Someone in the comments of the video was like, Yoda is fighting Mickey Mouse, like to bring honor back to his franchise because the last three movies ruined it.
Because Disney purchased them, right? It's on Disney.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
all the Star Wars. I still gotta watch that last one.
Me too. I'd watch that shit with Childish Gambino
Oh,
with the Han Solo shit.
Yeah, well,
The young Han.
The Lando Calrissian shit.
Yeah, Lando Calrissian.
I think that's his last one.
That sound like some shits that nerds will remember like they would love and debate about. But Lando Calrissian, you know they was good. Cause then wasn't they the big debate was like, was he a bad guy or a good guy? Because he was just trying to do what he had to do to protect his city or some shit like that, his people or whatever. Then he wound up getting petrified and turned into like stone or some shit.
Right.
Sound like the nerdiest shit ever. I could just see all the debates that went on. But yeah, I gotta watch the last one too. So the last one I watched is when Luke disappeared at the end. When he said he died.
Yeah. He used the Force so much that he died.
Nigga used all the one for all.
Yeah,
You-
like he literally faded from existence. Like that's the robe he had on.
Why the robe disappeared?
Because apparently, like in Star Wars, when you use the Force too much, that's what happens. You become one with the Force. You disappear, become a ghost.
And then pop up behind niggas' shoulders.
Yeah, like, oh, by the way, I can help you now without being murdered. Without being murdered. Alright, on that note, we can get the fuck out of here. Thank you all for listening to another episode of Ningen Bros. Hope y'all enjoyed. And remember, stop lusting over cartoon bunnies. That's fucking weird. Be normal.
You don't know their experiences. Just because what you deem weird doesn't mean it's weird for them.
Nah, niggas be horny as hell and peck. Yeah.
Just that video of that white guy with the rabbit. He's like, "That boy's dick." It was a rabbit. He was laying like spread up, like on his stomach, like on the table. Like it's like he was like laying down, leaning forward. It just seemed like the muscles of the rabbit's leg and butt. And the like old country white guy walk in the room like, "That boy dick."
Nah, yo, you see on TikToks with like the sweaty black dude, and he be like some lusty looking shit, and he be like, "Hand me that dough," cause like it was like some dough, but it looked like two ass cheeks like jiggling. He's like, he was sweating, and the person like, "Sir," he's like, "Hand me that dough." That's what them niggas online like, yo, hand me that rabbit. Niggas
That's what the nigga went like.
Mad hard.
Not when he be like, "Oh, watch this video of a turtle at the sink drinking water," and then he be like, he at the restaurant about to get a turtle or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that nigga.
Hope not.
And it'd just be like different things. It'd be like him. They'll show his face and be like, watch this video of like some animal do something, and then it'd be like an animal that you could get at the supermarket. He was like, I'll take 3 crabs. Some shit like live crabs. Cause like he seen him do some sexual shit on like a watching a video, and then he'll go to the supermarket and be like, let me get 3 crabs. You ain't talking about that, nigga.
Nah.
This nigga literally be sweating like he like about to fuck somebody or some shit.
Yeah, I think he just throw water on his face, but like he be sweating. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we're gonna be out of here. Stop being weird, you fucking freak ass niggas.
Hey man, if you like rabbits, that's on you.
Just keep it to yourself. Don't tell nobody, so the FBI don't put you on the watch list.
Oh no, maybe you do need to tell somebody.
Yeah.
We need to find out who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep an eye out for you.
We're gonna fucking see on the news one day. There's been like a slew of fucking like rabbit kidnappings.
From Petco?
Where
Ain't nobody reported in a while.
man, like Father Sanders and Bugs Bunny masks have stole all the rabbits and carrots in the store.
First they're gonna notice there's a carrot shortage because niggas is still. They gonna be like, yo, what is going around nationwide with the carrots missing? And they gonna find out a whole ring of like traps with carrots for some reason.
They're gonna be deep throwing the carrots like how the women was deep throwing cucumbers like 2 years ago.
They're like, did you see carrots left over all like park fields and shit? I'm like, what does it mean? It's just gonna be looking like crop circles.
Yeah, like, they gonna deep throw the carrot. Like, hey, what's up, Doc?
Hey. But why would they deep throw the carrot? When they try to get other.
They weird. That's why.
They can use a carrot as a butt plug.
So that shit break off in his ass.
Yeah. That's why you gotta keep the little green part at the end still on the leafy shit. So you can pull it out.
Nah, but the leafy part breaking your ass, she'll be tickling your fucking intestines.
You got it, man. Niggas probably like that. Nigga be laughing like niggas. Yeah. Well, I was like, why is nigga always giggle like Winnie the?
That nigga gonna be having this Arbonne voice because that shit tickling there. It goes, ooh.
Lord free.
I can't get this carrot out of my rectum.
And maybe now I want to stay.
But when they transform, they gonna turn into like some mutant rabbit. That shit like a fucking bear. A bear with buck teeth.
Like Sandy was looking when she
Yeah.
go to the hibernation.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one of you is the real? They're already dead.
No, they went, what you got, Lola Bunny.
Man.
Al could be mad, cracked out, fucking cockeyed.
We just started.
Oh, word. All right, y'all, we out.